What do you know about abstract expressionism?
I know a little bit about abstract expressionism. I know that it is a movement that really prizes kind of emotion, the whole concept of getting whatever emotion you're feeling at the moment down on the canvas. And so, big about colors or abstract shapes. The concept of surrealism was an important predecessor to this movement. I also know that it is a movement that took place shortly after World War II, so it was a post-World War II movement, and it was the first predominant American movement to really catch on worldwide. The concept of abstract, it comes from taking what you see in the real world. And if I see a vase, okay, I'm not going to draw the vase just as it is. Rather, I'm going to add myself to the vase. So, like if the vase makes me mad, all of a sudden I'll make kind of a double vase, or I might blur the image and kind of make it swirly. So I change the concept of what a vase means. This goes into the concept of the aesthetic movement. They do aestheticism within English too. Oscar Wilde was a great example of an aesthetic artist, where he believed that things didn't necessarily need a purpose. For instance, a flower. What is the purpose of a flower? Well, just to look pretty. So sometimes things are just things. So a vase, what practical purpose does a vase need to have? You might have a vase with two holes, okay? That doesn't serve any practical purpose, but within an abstract expressionism, that would be okay, because it's an aesthetic purpose for the vase. It's pretty. And then as far as expressionism, I already mentioned expressionism, how it's just kind of getting yourself on the paper, whether it be through colors, reflecting your emotion, or through kind of your warped perception of what reality is.
And do you think it's fun to do these abstract expressionisms?
Oh yeah, it makes it so that you can kind of have your own identity on the world. You know, your perception is not the same as my perception, which is not the same as someone else's perception. So it really allows you to claim your own perception on the world. It allows you to put yourself down on canvas, and so that's really not reflecting, but a relaxing, therapeutic purpose of art. And that's one thing that's kind of fun. You know, art doesn't necessarily just need to be, to get something down on paper. Sometimes it's just therapeutic. It feels good to paint, to draw, to write. Whether it be when you're mad and you start scribbling, that could be a piece of art.
And where did you learn this?
I learned this at college. At UNI, there was a class called Visual Perceptions. Now, all college students have to take a certain amount of gen ed courses, that's general education courses, where they learn a little bit of everything. So I was an English education major, but I still needed to learn a little bit about math, a little bit about artistic things like music or art. And my roommate said that there is this class called Visual Perceptions, the easiest class you'll ever take. And so I said, okay, sign me up. I didn't even think about what it would be about. In junior high, middle school, and high school, I had maybe had 2 years of art total. And those were like back in second grade, it was finger painting, right? And even then, my teacher, Sister Helen, she criticized my art, saying that my people looked like snowmen, and it hurt my feelings. But I was really surprised when I came to the UNI auditorium for visual perceptions, found out I was in an art class. I didn't even consider it being an art class. So I kind of had a moment of panic, because the first day the instructor said we would have to make 2 drawings and they'd go up in the art exhibits. And I was like, that's not good. My people look like snowmen, no one's going to want to see that. And he was really good at getting us to relax and kind of focus on art as kind of a process. And the whole point of art wasn't to impress other people, but rather to kind of express your own personal opinions and feelings. And so I learned a lot about art history and art concepts in that one class. And abstract expressionism was one of those things.
Okay, thank you.